Hello, my name is Lily Rose Depp, and I play Wildcat in Wolf. My initial thoughts when I read the script were that it was just unlike anything I had ever read before. The universe that was, depicted in the script was super unique and surreal, and that was really interesting to me. And I was super intrigued by and moved by Wildcat and just super drawn to her and really excited to engage on the project. And I also just thought that it could be a super creative challenge in the best way, learning how to do animal movement and also just be a part of this beautiful love story, which it ends up being. And just all the complexities of the character and of the story were really, really exciting to me. And there was just so much depth in all of it. And I just think it's really rare to read a script that's that kind of meaty right off the bat. And I was just really, really excited by the prospect of working on it. Wildcat is a girl who has been at True U at the clinic for quite a long time. She has a very kind of particular, quite maternal, kind of almost mother daughter relationship with one of the doctors, which kind of sets her apart from all of the other patients. She's almost like kind of a sort of ghost of the place in the sense that she's just been here for so long. Most of her life has been spent here, and she's seen so many patients come and go. And since she was a child, she has kind of retreated into this projection of being a wildcat, as a sort of coping mechanism for the things that she's gone through in her life. And I think when Jacob enters the clinic, then it kind of turns the very safe haven that she's been living in, upside down. So the story of Wolf follows a boy named Jacob who believes that he is a wolf, and he comes to True U to, sort of be cured of that projection. And in entering the clinic, he meets the doctors and all the other animals that are here. One of which is Wildcat, and the experiences that he has here leads him, down a path of I think profound self discovery and growth and love. I think that when we meet her in the story, she's at a point in her life where she's asking herself a lot of questions about her place at the clinic, her place in the world, who she is, who she's becoming. And so I think that just as importantly as connecting to the animalistic side of the character was also connecting to her human side. I think that in the beginning, before I had done any prep or anything, it was definitely, it seemed, it presented itself as a challenge, but I think that was more exciting to me than anything. I wasn't thinking about that it would be difficult. I was just thinking that this was an experience unlike any that I had ever been offered before, and I was just super excited to delve into the strange world of preparing to act like a wildcat. And that was just really, really exciting to me. Of course, there's always difficulty in, I think, especially when you're kind of a perfectionist, like in feeling like it's exactly right and everything. So I guess the difficulty would have been, in the nuances of like pawing like this or whatever. But like, again, all of those kind of minute details of the preparation were just really, really fun and just such an exciting part of the building of the character. This is probably the most different, the biggest departure, I think, from anything that I've done before. But that's, again, something that was really, really attractive to me about it. And in general, I'm super interested in doing things that are completely different from anything I've done before. I never want to be too repetitive, and I think that that's the most exciting thing that you could have in front of you, is something that you've never ever tried or ventured into at all. And so I was really excited about just how different of a character and how different of an experience this would be. I have some incredible co-stars on this film. I'm really, really lucky to be in such lovely and talented company. George MacKay is somebody whose work I greatly admired before ever even meeting him, and so I was really excited that we were gonna work together on this. And I think he's just insanely talented and also just a lovely, lovely guy. It's really, really, I think, special and important as well when you're doing scenes like this, especially, I mean, in general, but I think especially when you're doing things, for which there's no room for self-consciousness. I think when you're doing a project like this where you're acting like an animal and trying so many different things and doing a lot of improv as well, which we did in the rehearsal, it really helps, I think, to be with somebody who makes you feel so comfortable, who's so present, who's so professional, and just so kind to everybody. He's just a dream of a co-star, and I feel super, super lucky to be working with him. Eileen Walsh as well, who I have a ton of scenes with, is incredible. She's a lovely person and just a really, easy person to work with because she's so open to collaboration and improv and trying different things. And the rehearsal time as well that we had together, I think informed a lot of the relationship between Wildcat and Dr. Angeli that is in the movie. And so she's incredible as well and so talented. And so I feel very lucky to be in such lovely, lovely company. My director, Natalie Biancheri, is incredible. I love her so much, and I have loved her ever since the day that I met her. She's so incredibly passionate about what she's doing, and I think when you're working with somebody who's that passionate, it's impossible not to be so excited about what you're doing and so excited to come to work. And she's just so smart and creative and artistic, and she really is a visionary to me. I think she really has such a specific and beautiful vision in her mind, and she knows exactly what she wants, which I really appreciate in a director. She's a great actor's director as well. I really love the way that she talks to us and in order to bring us, to where she wants us to go. Then on the flip side of that, she's also super open to any sort of new idea that we might have. We did a lot of improv, like I said, in the rehearsal period that then translated as well into the film. To me, the main themes in Wolf are self-expression, self-discovery, also just how quickly people can condemn something that they don't understand or that feels different to them as wrong. I think that it touches on that a lot. I think as well just kind of the boxes that we're made to feel like we have to fit into in order to be accepted, and just how that's not right. I think it speaks a lot about that as well. Also, friendship and love and all of those things I think are explored in many different facets of the film. I hope that people will take away from watching Wolf that, if you don't fit into those boxes that everybody loves to try and cram themselves into, it doesn't mean that you're wrong or that you're not enough or that you don't fit or that you should change something about yourself in order to be liked by anybody or be accepted by anybody. And that I think there's community for everyone, even if you don't feel like you've found yours yet or you are in yours right now. I think that that's a big takeaway from the film for me and hopefully for the viewers as well. If I was trying to convince somebody to go and see Wolf, I would tell them this is the most surreal film you will ever see, but it's also very human, very relatable. The characters are all so different that anyone I think can relate to at least one of the characters. There's so much in it for everybody, and you get to see all these incredible actors acting like animals and doing all these insane and wonderful things. And there's love and there's conflict and there's control and there's freedom, another big theme, freedom as well. And you should go see it. It will be unlike anything you've ever seen before.